I'd like to share with you some of my biggest accomplishments that I have achieved both physically and mentally. At the age of 14, I had ruptured appendix that unfortunately led to a lot of other physical health problems in my life. At the age of 21, I gave birth to my first son, Jeffrey. He only lived 1 hour and 4 minutes and then passed away due to some complications of his birth that were stemmed back from the appendicitis rupture. Over the next 4 or 5 years, I ended up having 2 more children that were premature, but were able to live through that. And then I also had an emergency hysterectomy at the age of 27. I've had a total of 8 major surgeries in my 41 years of life. After all the changes physically and emotionally, in the year 1996, I was misdiagnosed with bipolar depression. After seeking mental health help, I was at a loss. I was on 13 prescription medications, had gone to plenty of therapy. I underwent ECT treatments, which is electric shock treatments, for 2 months. I did not know where to turn. I weighed 344 pounds. I was a very, very depressed, suicidal person. December 25th of 1999, I tried to take my life. And that was the biggest thing that I had to overcome, was to get back in a mental frame of mind to get my physical body where it needed to be to match with the mental body. I was able to have some great help through Valley Mental Health, and they re-diagnosed me in the year 2000-2001 with major depression. I got divorced at that time. My husband took full custody of my children because my mental health was not up to where it needed to be. That was the hardest thing ever, was for me to not be able to see my 2 children every single day. But I kept working, just like I would on The Biggest Loser. I kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And thanks to my doctors and my therapist, who are a lot like Bob and Jillian, I was pushed. I was threatened and I was pushed. Do you want to be labeled mentally ill? No. Do you want to have a job? Yes. Do you want to eventually be on your own? Yes. So after a year of really working on this, I was able to actually be employed by Valley Mental Health as a house counselor. And from there on, I worked with them and for NAMI, which is the National Alliance for the Mentally Ill. After years and years of staying strong, being only on 2 medications, and seeking lots of help, both mentally and physically, I was able to meet my husband, Scott. We are now married. We've been married for 3 years, and he and his daughter joined me and my 2 kids. In the year 2007, because I had gone 7 years without any hospitalizations and had gotten myself well on my way without any medications, I was able to take my ex-husband back to court and receive custody of my children once again. That has been my biggest accomplishment, and I have put that behind me now. I keep it in my mind. I couldn't have done it without the physical help of the physical and mental doctors that I have received here, and I couldn't have done it without my faith, my church, and the people who believed in me. And as much as they all believed in me, I would hope that you would take this time to believe in me, because this is my goal, is to get my physical weight off to match my mental mind.